Hello and welcome back to AskStevie.com, the most interactive personal development website on the planet. And today I have an absolutely fantastic man with me here. I've spent this last 2 days at his course, and he's Peter Thomson, the UK's leading business strategist on business and personal growth. So Peter, we just want to ask you a question, and that is, what would be the top 3 tips that you could give on personal growth and business development?
Well, Stevie, it's great to be with you, and obviously fantastic luck with the site that you've got up at the moment. It's been great to have these 2 days together. So, great question. 3 tips on business and personal growth, or perhaps personal growth. Let me think about it. I think the first one is this. If you are going to set your goals, let's say you're going to do your financial goals for the coming 12 months, I'm sure that you'll have some figures written down, and you'll be going, yes, I want to earn €100,000 or whatever it might be. And here's my suggestion to you. I would add a 0 to the end of your financial goal. So let's say, for example, you had a financial goal to earn €100,000. I would change that to a goal to earn €1,000,000. And the reason is this. When you're thinking of the actions that you're going to take in order to achieve a goal of 100,000, you'll think of great actions. But you will never think of the actions to achieve a goal of 1,000,000 while you're thinking of 100,000. However, if you change the goal to the 1,000,000 and then start thinking about that, then to achieve the 100,000 will be a piece of cake. So sit down with your financial goals, make sure that you set your goals in the present tense, obviously in positive language, and add a 0 to all of them, and I think you'll find that will work well for you. The second idea is an idea I picked up from a guy called Bill Bartman, and he said, instead of setting goals, why don't we change that to setting a promise? Because very often for people, when they set goals, their experience of it is that they don't always achieve their goals. So sometimes that word goal and goal setting has a negative connotation in our mind. And it's not a good idea to have those negative thoughts running when we're thinking about goal setting. So my thinking would be to change the goal to be a promise. Because your experience with promises is fantastic, isn't it? Every time you make a promise to somebody, you'll probably keep it. And definitely the promises you make to yourself, well, I'm certain that you'll keep those. And my third idea would be this, is when you think about achieving the goal, you've got to think about why you want it. And the expression normally used is this: with a big enough why, the what and the how will appear. And that's a great idea. However, I think there's something to add to it, and it's this. You need to have the why in 2 formats. One is towards motivated, and one is away motivated. And the reason is this, there's an expression to go with it. Away motivation is the catalyst for action. Towards motivation is the continuation of action. So you need to be away motivated to get you moving. In other words, what are you trying to move away from? And you need to be towards motivated to know what you're moving towards. So the away motivation will get you into action, and the towards motivation will keep you taking action. So I think those are 3 quick tips that you could use to be personally more effective, is to make sure that you've got the away motivation in place, make sure you've got the towards motivation in place to answer the why question. Make sure, of course, that it's a promise, nothing else. It's got to be a promise rather than the goal. And the fact that you add a 0 to it to make those numbers really large, which will challenge your thinking. Because I think when you do that, then you're certainly more assured of achieving any goal that you set. It's been a pleasure to be with you today, pleasure to share these ideas, and I'm sure it'll be a pleasure to be back again on AskStevie.com. Goodbye for now.
Thank you very much, Peter. And just before we say goodbye, just want to tell everybody about the report that they can get from you. It's got a $27 value. Maybe just like to tell everybody about that.
Yes, absolutely right. If you'd like to go to peterthomson.com, there's no P in my surname, it's Thomson, peterthomson.com, then you'll find there's a free report called The 7 Big Mistakes That Business Owners Make that cost them a fortune in lost turnover, lost profits, and what's worse, lost personal cash, and how to avoid them. And although it's flagged up at £27, you can get it totally free of charge, and I'll be delighted to send it to you. Thanks very much indeed, Stevie. Is there anything else I can help with?
No, thank you, man. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.